Hey, this is Dr. Goodman, the orthodontist. I'm not using names on this video anymore, so just for privacy, but you know who I am and I know who you are, and you were just in and we scanned your mouth. And I just wanted to show you the great progress. And also, I want to use this to show people a technique that's not used quite often. So, this is how you started on the left. This is called an open bite. Your tongue was starting to slip through this gap. We never know with open bites, it's kind of a chicken or the egg. Do you have a tongue habit that over the years kind of forced the teeth apart, or did your teeth grow in a certain manner where they never contacted and your tongue sort of gravitated into that gap? So this is also accompanied with some flaring of the teeth. So you can see you have a space over here, and the lower teeth were a little bit angled or leaning forward. Um, Now, the way you close an open bite, in part, bring these teeth inward, and as they come inward, they sort of lift up a little bit, but that's not the main thing. I'm going to show you something. What a lot of orthodontists do is they try to take these upper teeth and force them down this way, and the lower teeth and force them up as the primary means of closing the open bite. And actually, not just the primary means, quite often the only method used. And if you use, say, braces, sometimes they'll even accompany that with rubber bands to help bring these teeth together, the uppers down and the lowers up. But my approach that Invisalign is really well suited for is I take the back teeth, and this is what we did for you. And by the way, you have no attachments on any of these teeth, at least yet, because if you're using Invisalign to try to accomplish what I just described, then you have to have attachments that are a little unsightly on all the upper front teeth and lower front teeth to get some leverage to push down on the uppers and up on the lowers. So what I did was I programmed that your upper molars would get pushed up and your lower molars would get pushed down. Now, when you do this, we actually are intentionally making your back teeth not touch. And same on this side. You started this way. So that might sound counterintuitive. I'm taking your back teeth and moving them almost in their own kind of temporary open bite. And now, as you look at this, as the case was developing, nothing is touching. Now, if you're one step ahead of me, you might realize, hey, if nothing's touching at all, what would stop me from just closing my mouth more? And that's exactly what happened. As I move the back teeth apart so that nothing touches, you are then able to close even further, and look at where we are now. And so let me pop this up. Here's your bite, which should feel nice and look nice. Maybe not perfect yet, but the open bite is gone. And now I want to just go into some detail of what we need to do. You can notice now one tooth is longer than the other. It would be nice to fix that. And so if we decide to move this tooth down ever so slightly, then I would need to use a small attachment on the lower front teeth. If you're a little gun shy about having anything that might show in the front, we can hold off on it. I won't bring this down, and I'll try to push this up a little bit more, and we'll see if that will work. And if it doesn't, then I can just reshape the edge of this tooth a little bit manually after these next aligners. The lower teeth, I would strongly recommend for that one tooth that's shorter that I put an attachment there. That will not show much, and it's on the lower, and I recommend we use an attachment to lift that up. Now, the ClinCheck is showing only 6 more aligners, but I think we need to move them a little slower, probably 10 to 12 more if you have the energy for that. And if I said less at the last visit, I apologize. But if you really want to be done quick, then, and you said, really, I have 6 or 8 weeks, we can go for that, but I'd recommend 10 to 12 weeks. All right, let me know your thoughts on this before I order the aligners.